Hello Leo, and welcome to your reading today. I'm feeling sort of quite jolly with your reading because Spirit have guided me to use these cards, which are obviously bright and colourful. So I'm going to start with these Oracle. We'll bring the tarot in as I usually do after we've set the first four. But I feel a really light, almost heady energy with you, Leo, at the moment. So I'm intrigued to see what Spirit bring in for us. Let's get started straight away. Welcome if you're joining me for the first time. If you're returning, thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's that out of the way, hey? Right, let's get going. Spirit, please be clear. We're with Leo, please. We're with Leo. Thank you. We're with Leo, please. What do you want Leo to have? The energy of the cards are sort of flying about, is that sort of excitable energy that I'm feeling. It's really quite heady. Reach out, talk to God. Whoop. What else, Spirit, please? It's not an emergency, but it's in reverse, and I don't normally do reverse oracles, but for some reason they're telling me to keep it. And be courageous. Well, what an interesting mix that is to start with, Leo. I knew there was something exciting going on here. On the bottom of the deck, we have take bite-sized steps. I'll come back to that in a second. I just want to focus on these for a moment. Make sure you're in camera view because I've changed it. Yep, okay. Leo, is there something you need some help with? There may not be. It's a very general reading. But if there's something you need help with, or you're trying to take a leap of faith and you just need some information maybe from someone, you are being encouraged to reach out. And I do feel this is, I know that the picture shows you picking up a child. There may be a child involved in your situation, of course, but this feels more like you feeling excited about something that you want to do, something you want to achieve, something that's about to happen. And with there being a very small child in this card, it's almost like you're considering something that is like a rebirth, a new beginning, and you're reaching out for some advice on how you can bring that into being. I hope that made sense. It's just that the actual picture of the child, it just feels like, as I said, there's something you're excited about that you want to start, you want to get advice about. For some of you, there could be something about a pregnancy, but I do feel this is more about something that about a fresh beginning, that you're eager to get started on. There is this sense of just such excitement with this reading. I'll try and stay calm. I'll try. I'm not a Leo, but your energy is contagious in this reading. It's crazy. Spirit are saying, yes, it says God, obviously, but, it depends who you talk to. Some people talk to God, some people talk to the universe, some people talk to Spirit. Whoever it is that you talk to spiritually, you're being encouraged to ask for their guidance at the moment. That may help to calm things down a little, Leo, because I think when you're in that excitable, eager energy, sometimes you can miss bits of information that would have made your passage on your journey a lot easier. So Spirit are saying, do ask for our guidance, for our advice. They won't interfere unless you ask them to actually help you. So the fact that this came in reverse is fascinating to me, because obviously the card the right way up says it's not an emergency, but it kind of feels like you're treating this as an emergency, Leo. So what is this? Please let me know in the comments, because I'm just wanting to know. You don't have to. But I'm intrigued, because this is the state of the excitement you're feeling that I'm picking up from this reading that there's something you've had an idea and you just want to act on it. You're treating it like it's an emergency. Spirit are saying, get some advice, get some guidance. They're not saying you're on the wrong track or it's the wrong idea. In fact, they're encouraging you to be courageous and take that step forward, Leo. We know you like to be leaders. We know you like to push forward. This is your moment, Leo. But in fact, there's not really a but, apart from the fact that if you don't calm things down a little, maybe, you may miss some bits of guidance, maybe from your intuition, that would have just guided you more smoothly on your journey, you know? That's crazy energy. I'm like, oh, it's so exciting. Oh my goodness. And, you know, the whole thing about slowing it down a little, Leo, is emphasised in what was on the bottom of the deck. We have take bite-sized steps. If you leap too far too soon, regardless of the fact you're being encouraged to, you know, take a step and be courageous, if you take that step, a too big a step too soon, you may have to end up having to backtrack, you know? And that would be frustrating for you because you're so eager to get on with whatever this is. And it can be anything in any of your walks of life. I mean, it can be anything. I'm going to leave it that vague because I feel that you know, Leo, exactly what it is I'm talking about here. It's just like, it's almost like you've had a light bulb moment and now you're just trying to run with it. Nothing wrong with that. Just be careful, as I say, along the way, that you're not missing bits that would have made the journey easier. Oh, excuse me, I just had to have some water there. So let's do some tarot. We're going to stick with these ones. I'm using these a lot at the moment. Let's find out what this is all about. It's so funny. I just want to laugh all the time. It's really good, whatever this is, Leo. Yes, here you are, look. You know, you're eager for your ship to come in. You've been gazing for a long time, waiting to have this light bulb moment, to have this idea, to start work on a project, or, you know, to have a birth of a baby pending, maybe. You know, whatever it is, you've waited for this ship to come in, and here it is. It's within view. That explains the level of excitement I'm picking up. Wow, maybe something that you've had as an idea for a long time, Leo, has suddenly become almost achievable, and that's why you're at a fever pitch. Leo, sorry, I had to just, somebody came to my door, so I had to just deal with that. So yes, let's carry on. So we were talking about you waiting for your ship to come in and being at a fever pitch. There's an opportunity coming in, Leo, without a doubt. You know, your days of sitting there feeling, you know, that maybe you've missed the boat. Here comes the boat. It's a ship, actually. But yeah, it's definitely coming towards you. You know, Spirit are opening up new opportunities for you. It's up to you whether you take that opportunity or whether you continue to, you know, stay sort of where you are and doing what you're doing. But I do feel this is a fantastic opportunity, and this is why you're feeling so excited about it. Spirit are encouraging you to use your intuition because they're going to be sending messages to you via your intuition, guiding you in the right direction. It's what we were talking about earlier about just leveling things out a bit, you know, so that you don't rush into something and miskeep bits of information that might help you. I don't think anything untoward is going to happen at all, but I just think there's guidance from Spirit that will make your journey so much easier. They're definitely encouraging you to be courageous with this step, Leo. There will be challenges along the way, and maybe the challenge is, again, I don't feel it's anything major, but maybe the challenge is about you getting the pacing of this situation right for you and your well-being, you know, because maybe that is the challenge, because you do want to just get on with it. You're so excited, Leo. you know, and maybe you wanting to get on with it so much is presenting its own challenges, because maybe you're, you know, along this journey, you may trip yourself up a few times because you're not listening to your inner guidance and slowing things down a little. I feel bad actually saying to you about sort of slowing things down. I may have said that earlier. I've lost track because I had this disruption in the middle of the video, but I feel bad saying it because you're so excited. But I just feel your journey will be smoother if you, yes, take a courageous step, but take the time to make the most of this opportunity by listening to your inner guidance and the messages that Spirit are sending you. There's definitely, just as I said, messages. I pull the Page of Swords. So this may be someone that is actually watching what you're doing to see what progress you're making. Some of you, this may be a new job opportunity that you never thought you'd get. You know, maybe sort of above the level that you were already at, and you were so excited about getting it that you want to rush and do well. And there may be someone in your environment that is watching your progress and watching how you operate. I don't mean that in a sinister, creepy sort of way. It's just like having, you know, a new boss that is actually watching how you work. So be mindful of that. As I said, when you're being courageous and moving forward, Leo, because it's your time to shine. And I do feel you will. But not everything needs to be an emergency, you know. Some of it needs to be a little bit more measured. I can see you putting the work in. There's also something here about the detail, and I think I mentioned that earlier about, you know, you may miss some of the detail if you rush at this too much. I'm not trying to take the excitement out of this situation, because whatever this is, it feels right for you. It's a big step forward for you. You know, as I said, and I may have mentioned this earlier, I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but, you know, for those of you that are maybe starting a family, or adding to your family, or having a house move, it can be something of that type. It doesn't need to be work related. It's not a work reading necessarily. It's very general. But whatever it is that has suddenly given you your light bulb moment and you wanting to, you know, have the excitement to move on, you're going to be putting the work in, and you're going to be needing to look at the detail of it. Maybe this is what this is. This person around you is waiting to see what you do, you know, while you sort of, yeah, while you're on this journey, is what I meant to say. Yeah, because there's always things to learn. Page of Pentacles, very steady, likes to study, likes to learn, you know, working on the future for bringing in new abundance. But it's okay to take that slowly. I almost feel like they've given us that as the precursor to this card that was on the bottom. Take bite-sized steps. Let's see what else they give us with that, because the page fits beautifully with that. The page is in his learning stage. You know, there may be new skills you need to learn, new advice you need to take. And Spirit are saying, we know you're a proud sign, Leo. Don't be afraid to take advice, though, because it could really help you. We've got another page present. You know, Page of Cups is a very, I always say the Page of Cups is the youngest page in the deck, because he's a bit of a dreamer. He likes to do things that are creative, which is great. You know, that doesn't come with age. Obviously, we all like to do things that are creative, but you know, there's a beginning here again of something that is just something that connects with your soul, you know? Something that you can enjoy on an emotional level. Let's find out more about this page, because, you know, they're saying to you, take bite-sized steps, learn as you go along, learn the things that feel right and the things that don't. You know, that's how you will find the correct way forward for you. Let's pull another one with this. Give us more advice about this page, please. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've got the 8 of Cups. So, yeah, this is about what feels right. What are you going to leave behind? There may have been things that, aspects of whatever this is for you, that felt right at the time, but now you're looking ahead. You're looking at what comes next. What's the progress? Where can I set my sights now? This man is looking at sort of the horizon over there, and you need to be able to learn the steps to be able to take that forward in the right way. I think I said that already. And this is why they're saying to you, take bite-sized steps. Otherwise, you'll end up building an empire, but not be satisfied. Interesting, that is, Leo. My goodness. I laugh when I see this. Seriously, Leo? Throughout this reading, we've been talking about you maybe taking the time to smell the coffee, if you know what I mean. And you're so excited about whatever this situation is for you that you want to rush into it. And Spirit is saying, take the time along the journey, because we're supporting that journey, but take the time to take those bits of advice, that bits of guidance that will help inform your journey better. And here we have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands can sometimes bring a bit of chaos, but it shows things moving at fast speed. So you may have to temper the speed of your project or your whatever this change is for you, but it's still going to move at a pace. So, you know, that's great news for you. It'll still feel that you've got control of it, but, you know, so that's such interesting energy, honestly. My goodness. I'm going to pull 2 or 3 Moonology just to see how we draw this together. Wow, this is coming out a lot in a lot of the readings at the moment. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I almost feel like you've got a new lease of life within, Leo. Like you've suddenly had, like I said earlier, a light bulb moment, and you suddenly think, oh, you know, great, I can grasp this, I can reach out and grab my dreams because they're here. That's how it feels. So, you know, there's definite movement forward for you if you felt you've been stuck for a long time. It says a fiery climax approaches. My goodness. Well, I'm not surprised, because I don't feel that this is anything to do with any arguments or any discord of any sort. But I feel that this is about your excitement level. I think you're going to reach an excitement pitch that sort of, just be careful you don't burn yourself out, Leo, because I feel like you're going to be storming ahead with whatever this is for you, and you could wear yourself out. What advice for Leo, please? Luck's on your side. You're already being supported to be courageous. So luck is on your side, Leo. So how beautiful is that? Spirit are already there waiting for you to ask for their guidance, for their support. And just say it out loud. That's, you know, whenever you want some... Oh, wow. How do they do this? It's fascinating. This is what I'm just saying. Surrender to the divine. So, you know, if there's something that you're not sure about, reach out. That was the very first card. To the divine, to spirit, to the angels, whoever, to the universe. And, you know, if there's an aspect of it you don't feel you can handle, or you're not sure how to handle, don't let pride get in the way. Just say, Spirit, please help me handle this and show me the path forward. I literally just say it out loud when I'm in that position. So, Leo, I'm going to leave your reading there because I kind of think it sums it all up. Sorry for the disruption in the middle, but I hope some of you found it helpful. If you would like a private reading or personal reading, I never know which to call it, The links are in down below. If you go to my Buy Me a Coffee page and click on the shop tab, it shows you all the different readings I offer. They are recorded like this. It will tell you about it in the on the Buy Me a Coffee site. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. And I look forward to reading for you all again really soon. Bye for now.